You cleared the entrance exam, you took admission for PhD. But now what? Most students feel that PhD is about doing research for 4 to 5 years and then submit thesis. In reality, PhD is a structured journey with coursework, comprehensive exams, research proposals, publications, thesis submission, and a final viva. In today's video, I'll show you exactly what happens on day one till the time you receive your doctoral degree. Let's begin. The phase one is admission and registration. This is when you have got selected. There are certain processes such as document verification. Your originals would be verified that time. Supervisor allocation. Either a supervisor is directly allocated or you are asked to work in several labs one after another. So you also get to decide with whom you gel with more. Department induction and your overall registration as a research scholar. In this phase, if you are on a national funding fellowship or any other kind of fellowship, then you need to activate it so that your bank account gets linked to the fellowship. This is your official registration as a researcher and it's the official beginning of your PhD. Phase 2 is coursework, which takes 6 to 12 months depending on what kind of situation and the kind of institute that is. Many students feel that as soon as you take admission, you start with your research right away. As per UGC guidelines for PhD, you need to take certain courses. Now, what kind of courses these are? It will depend on which kind of lab you have selected and who is your supervisor. Based on the kind of work that you will be doing for your PhD, then in that case, you will be selecting courses related to your discipline. Subjects usually include research methodology, literature review techniques, statistical methods, advanced subject courses. These would be related to your discipline, to the kind of work that you are doing. Research ethics and scientific writing. Usually the assessment is done through presentations, through assignments, exams, and seminars. One thing is that you must pass your coursework before moving ahead with your research. Phase 3 is literature review. There are two ways to approach this. First, wait for your comprehensive exam or wait for your coursework exam to start with your literature review, or start your literature review right from the day you take admission. In this particular phase, you spend a lot of time reading research articles and seeing what is going on in the field of your choice where you will be doing your work. You will read research articles, review articles, blogs, conference proceedings. This particular phase answers 3 questions. What is already known, what is not known, and what are the research gaps. Literature review phase is the most underestimated, but it actually lays the foundation of your PhD. Phase 4 is comprehensive exam or confirmation of registration. You remember I had spoken about coursework. So after all that, the assessment is called as comprehensive exam. The name could be different. You will be assessed based on your coursework over here. It includes written exam, oral viva, as well as research presentation. The format will differ in different institute, but at its core, it will include all these components. When you pass this stage, it upgrades you from provisional registration to a confirmed PhD candidate. Phase 5 is your research proposal and synopsis. Now that you are fully in the territory of research based on your literature review, you will do problem statement, objectives, methodology, expected outcome, and timeline. You will prepare a Microsoft document as well as a presentation based on this. A research proposal involves submission of document as well as giving the proposal seminar to the entire department. Faculty members usually question why this topic, why this methodology, and is it feasible? Approval allows you to continue this work. I have done a detailed video on how to write a research proposal if you are interested. Phase 6 is actual research. This will extend from year 2 to year 4, year 5, depending on how your work goes. And it is the longest phase. Here you will do experiments, simulations, field trials, data collection, method development, coding, surveys, whatever that is required for you to publish your research and go ahead with the submission. Research is not something linear, that one thing will lead to another and that thing will lead to another. It is almost I call it a jigsaw puzzle. There will be failed experiments, rejected ideas, and unexpected results. What result which you never thought of? This is where students develop researcher mindset. Publications. Most universities expect publication. It will depend from university to university. Though UGC has done away with the need for publication, institutes and universities at their level implement publication policies. Journal papers, conference proceedings, patents, book chapters. These are some of the ways by which you can publish your work. Publications will validate your research work. It builds academic authority, improve employability. If you want to know how to go about it, then I have done this video. Phase 8 is progress review. All the work that you are doing per semester or per year gets reviewed at certain periods. Your research progress, publications, presentations, and future plans. All these are discussed. Poor progress can lead to warnings or extension requirements. Phase 9 is thesis writing, and it is often the hardest stage. Here you will write everything about your introduction, literature review, methodology, results, discussion, conclusions, future work. All this needs to be there. Every institute or university has a unique format. You need to fit all of this into that format. Phase 9 is pre-submission seminar. This is the stage where you submit your thesis technically and you get reviews of the department. Your research objectives, findings, publications, and your contribution would be checked. Faculty provides feedback and all the necessary corrections are made before the final submission. Phase 11 is final thesis submission and sending the thesis to externals. Once your supervisor approves of your thesis, you need to send the thesis to external examiners. Experts evaluate originality, quality, and scientific contributions. Possible outcomes are acceptance, minor revisions, or major revisions. Part 12 is final viva voce. This is the final presentation and externals examine you based on the work that is done. Why did you choose this topic? What is the original contribution? What are the limitations and future applications? After successful defense, you are recommended for the PhD degree. Phase 13 is the degree award. After the approval from authorities, final correction submitted, degree approved, convocation held, you become officially Dr. So and so. A PhD is not just a degree, it is a structured transformation from a student who consumes knowledge into a researcher who creates it. Understanding this roadmap before starting your admission can save you years of confusion and help you to navigate your PhD with confidence. We'll see you in the next video. Till the next time.